Welcome to the murder show. Y'all can't fuck with it, G. I'm tired of you suckers. Y'all can't put my motherfucking name in your mouth, nigga. You don't know me. Y'all can't fuck with it. Quit talking about me, nigga. It's gonna get touched. One love to my nigga Mac Dre, who you groupies thought I killed. Nigga, it's my motherfucking nigga, you dumb bitch. Quit putting that shit on the streets like that. While I slide up on your punk ass.
Fat Cold Killer Tay, that's what we doing right now. Yeah. Killer. You know, where the riders at, man? I'm trying to support the riders, you know what I'm saying? I'm way out here from Cal, representing, dog. I came to KC to put it down, you know? All the time.
Shit, just trying to make it. Can I
What's some of this new shit, y'all go pick up that compilation. Y'all go pick that compilation. Starts in the middle, you know what I'm saying? I feel that too, though. Y'all good. Niggas got much love for the Midwest. This is where I'm doing it at. Y'all niggas come to the West. See how we doing it, but y'all thugging it up like we doing. I love that shit. Yeah.
You know how it is, man, you know what I'm saying? Nigga trip on me. What's on your mind, man? Ever since we got to the phone, tell me what's up, man? What's up, dog? You know what I'm saying? We all gotta die, you know what I'm saying? What's up, let me know what's on your mind.
My dead homies talking to me when I'm home alone. I'm loving the fuck, it ain't no problem in my chromosome. But when it's on, we held down anyway. Living scandals from Kansas City back to the Bay. Traffic can't stack my back, I get my fettuccine. Who them on PD, fuck the PD. I'm taking my black, can't let them see me. We be skyballing, front words to the PGs and wholesale. I'm the first of the month we high, prison blessing, making more man. Switched up from 10 phones to a back down with a real bill. We the real deal getting bailed out like Holyfield for the love that's real out. Still kill, you take my homies, think it ain't homie to me. Work to the gun, I pop my loaded. Pop the with some things, watch it out.
Shit, Killer Tay and Sebo, man. For sure.
Elaborate.
I mean, put it like this. We going back, right? So, Looney Carleone had that buzz, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about with that Total Recall project, all that shit, right? It had the town going crazy. You get Mr. Mafioso, you know what I'm saying, before that, right? So, you know what I'm saying, who was in line, you know what I'm saying? You had the mob figures coming up, you know what I'm saying? That was Sebo shit. Sebo spawned all them niggas, man. Feel me? From your Messy Marvs, Pizzo, all that shit. La Rue hard hitter, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and so I definitely say, man, that Tay and Bo, you know what I'm saying, birthed that big movement for him, man. Like, that shit was real. You know, see that shit in 7 Heaven like that, man.
That nigga I was probably about 12, 13. We was in juvenile. We was like X and Z team. They was giving niggas time, bro. And that nigga's one of the niggas that got a lot of time back then. He got about 9, 10 months. Boy, nigga came by court, smacked some nigga across the floor, nigga. Some nigga, bro, I swear to God, he came right up at them and smacked that nigga across. I said, whoever that nigga, I got to know that nigga, and I got cool with the nigga, with McCune and Anthony Watkins, man. That's my nigga, rest in peace, bro. That nigga.
Well, for what I was hearing is that like everybody that was on G Unit had got shot. So they was getting signed Tone. Tone was supposed to be part of G Unit before he passed away. See, everybody on G Unit had got shot or robbed or something back then. You know what I mean? For what I heard, I don't know how it go, how it is. It could just be the streets talking. It could be somebody just boosting it up or whatever. But I just know every artist that was on G Unit had went through a situation like Tone. When Tone got shot, they all went through the same situation. So I thought they all was gonna be G Unit. I thought G Unit was full of, artists that went through, them type of situations.
But I'm taking out any motherfucker talking about this. You niggas might say, watch silicone with a bounce, watch ping pong fall up with the mini, and terrorize the city like King Kong. I bring on nothing but heat, like a 44 Russian, 50, BMG, one aiming out Dusty, back two twins, and 14.5 or M290, no problem one, comes all the way through the tail, and the bitch 190, see we thugged out. See we niggas better give us some respect or get dubbed out. As soon as I empty out this tank, I take them out like trash, and I haul ass in the suit don't matter. I'm talking 30 seconds flat. How about that? One brother in narrow bitch.
Kansas City always been, a sister or a cousin, you know what I'm saying, with the Bay Area. You got a lot of people, that's from the Bay Area or whatever, that got strong ties, man, in Kansas City. So, you know what I'm saying, like, it's really good, man, when you go out that way, man, and you tell them where you from, and they, motherfuckers ain't tripping on that shit, man, for real. You know what I'm saying, like that, man. Tone didn't kill that, man. And, it's like this, man. You chase your dreams, you get to that next plateau, and that's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I encourage every artist, you know what I'm saying, to take your shit to the next level, man. Tone did that. You know what I'm saying? Too bad he just didn't get to see, you know what I'm saying, and hear this shit on the radio like how they be playing it now. That shit old. You feel me? Like, real talk. That's dope.
Rap star up in Kansas City. I blow 100 on some coins, boy, y'all can't get with me. I'm living large and upsized. My essay got the pop. I keep a bad chick with some hips and pretty thighs. When I was on Deuce Trays, you was on 15s. It's 5 years later, and you still don't have a thing. You locked in jail now, receive no mail now. You mad at the world, so you ready to tell now. Cracking up here, you know what I'm saying? Nigga got a damn near dive in this motherfucker.
Nigga, I get out, nigga. I get out of this nigga get out. I'm gonna kill him, whatever. So months before I get out, he said he was gonna blow, right? I get out, I'm coming out Independence Mall with my little flows. This nigga whip up in that royal blue motherfucker with them laces on that motherfucker, that lack. I said, this nigga was for real. I knew it. I said, yeah, he's for real. He was for real, bro. Yeah. And you know what I mean? I knew he was on to something. You know what I mean? I knew he went, because a lot of niggas get out and they be fake.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga repping the soil at the same time, you know what I'm saying, trying to put it down. See, I'm a straight street nigga, I come from the gutter, you know what I'm talking about? So all my shit be straight real. I mean, everything I'm saying is real, from the soil, from the roots up, you know what I'm saying? No fake ass shit, niggas is really doing this shit up here, all this shit crack, nigga. 24/7, drive-bys, gang banging shit, all this shit, nigga. It's the soil, Killer City, nigga, I'm repping the death, nigga, I'm still in the hood, nigga. That's how gangsta I am, you know what I'm saying? Nigga in the hood in the beans, you know what I'm talking about?
He was wild. I told him, when you do what you doing with niggas in your area, it's cool. But when you start fuck with niggas in my area, that's when it's a problem, because those are guys that I know. Man, this nigga showed me 18 ounces of sheep, Rob. They wouldn't give me calls, so I just be out and the vibe would be off. And I spin back on him, I'll be like, I ain't feeling this. What's the deal? This ain't nothing. Man, I know Tone, your cousin. And I was like, man, he a grown man. He chose. So they thinking if they get into it, then he sold pork. That R.I.P. the pork. That's one of the reasons I'm saying, man. He sold pork 18 ounces of some bullshit. And that was kind of, because me and pork was cool. And when I seen him, the way we spoke, the way we greet each other, how we normally greet each other. So I spent back around over and I asked him what's up, and that's what he told me. So that was one of them.
Was Fat Tone as crazy as people
Fat
say?
Tone was a lunatic, homie. No, this motherfucker, man, he was burnt out. He just was a kid when we met him, though. You feel me? He probably was 14 or some shit, and he was just wanted to be a rapper, you feel me? But he was kind of already crazy, you know what I mean? Already running around the streets and shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. Yeah, Tone was, man, fuck.
When did you, very, very first time you meet Fat Tone?
I did a concert out there, and they brought him to my hotel. I said, I'm bring this young dude, he can rap. Little kid, whatever. I'm like, he rapped and shit. I was like, oh, okay, little nigga, I like that little nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a vet. He was singing. I was like, why you say you a vet though? You know what I'm saying? And you know, shit. He just started hooking me up with shows. He started hooking me up with verses because he knew everybody. Hey, I know this little. He'll buy a verse. You know what I'm saying? We get him by a verse, right? So I would be out there, you know, doing verses for different rappers and shit. And Tone was like, he was like telling him I'm coming, and then rob him. Give me the money. Give me the money. Let me hold it. And yeah.
It's another. It's a friend of my uncle's. Tony he pulled a lip on. He robbed a friend of my uncle's. Older guy. They robbed him. So bullshit like that. Then the shit with the truck just put the ice because I didn't get nothing off. I didn't give me nothing. I mean, I didn't expect it. I probably messed with him on a couple of songs. And then after that, because you see, the shout outs start being different. I used to tell him, man, put my name in the list. I ain't like that shit. But that's what it was. You know, he's like, nigga, you the one I seen out here doing shit. You know, I was one of the guys he looked up to, whatever the case may have been. So I had to just accept it. I am his big cousin. That's my little cousin. I just want to see little fat nigga make it. Man.
Real shit, nigga. Stand away from you, hater. That's all about me and my hater. I can't bring no flash to having more cash than I agree. Now they calling me till they know I got the whole thing. Living like I got a winning boy. Help me. And they got a vessel letter shipping on. Help me. They who love me now, these people wanna fuck me. This is my style. Now that's who I go to. And they hold me. All of my cozy. Cause I'm all my bitches with them to the whole key. With top hat, Versace, we rock that. I wanted a 6 to a 6. I caught that. I got my pop that. Still swimming the strip. And this shit ain't heard of the back. Then you niggas like real. Houses out on the hill. Bets out in the driveway. Big bottles of X out. We living in my way. We living in my way. I'm trying to stack my hate. And I'm gonna ride in the hate. Stand away from you. It's all about me and my hate.
Watkins has a lengthy criminal history, most recently arrested earlier this month. He was also charged with the murder of pregnant teen 3 years ago.
Just this past Monday, a man was 55th in college for his hubcaps. Tonight, police are investigating a Fat Tone associate as the possible trigger man.
But after the murder of Mac Dre, Fat Tone's name began circulating in hip-hop magazines and websites as a possible suspect. Kansas City police followed the sites but never considered Watkins more than a person of interest. Now Fat Tone is murdered while visiting Vegas. The two murders, months apart, have similarities.
Mac Dre was found in a car, shot. The car wrecked, went off the highway, and essentially the same thing happened to Fat Tone.
I told him that Mac Dre got killed. He was asleep. I kept calling his phone, and his baby mama was like, you know how women are. Somebody keep late at night, and she answered, and I said, I'm sorry for calling so late, but I need to holler at Tone to support him. I hear the fat nigga in the back snoring. So he get on the phone, and he like, what's up, cuz? I'm like, man, somebody killed Mac Dre. He like, bullshit, man. Go down.
November 1st, 2004. Bay Area rap star Andre Hicks, aka Mac Dre, would lose his life as the van he was traveling in on Highway 71 was ambushed and sprayed with bullets.
At 3:30 a.m., Mac Dre was returning to his hotel room after a late show in Kansas City. On Interstate 70, a group of armed men in a stolen car pulled up alongside his van, fired, and sped off.
The sedan rammed the driver's side of the van in between the hailstorm of gunfire. This onslaught of gunfire caused the van to lose control and plunge into a ditch, tossing Mac Dre from the vehicle, while the driver crawled from the wreckage and ran to the hotel for help. At approximately 3:30 a.m., an hour after the targeted hit occurred, police would arrive at the scene to find a motionless Mac Dre with a fatal bullet wound to the back of his neck. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. The black vehicle used in the homicide would be found later on, with shell casings matching those at the scene and holes from inside the door, which led investigators to deduce the shots were fired from inside the vehicle. The significance of this was the connection that it would have to a Kansas City rapper by the name of Anthony Watkins, aka Fat Tone.
Tone getting killed had nothing to do with Mac Dre. I told him, I said, bro, I said, you know, you need to get your name cleared, because him and Rich had a song. He said something about flipping a minivan. But all that, I killed the Thizzle man and all that bullshit, he ain't never had no shit like that. I told him, motherfucker, they come with the song, I'll give him 10 grand.
Mac Dre was well respected by members of the legal public, along with those of the criminal underworld. Being suspected as the person responsible for his demise almost certainly meant that there would be a get back. This was the dilemma faced by Fat Tone, as most suspected he was the one who orchestrated the hit on Mac Dre's life. Rumors began circulating that Fat Tone and Mac Dre had a falling out that weekend before Dre lost his life. The allegations of his involvement were later escalated with another rumor: increased tensions between Fat Tone and those dear to Mac Dre. Allegedly, Fat Tone was playing into the theory that he was responsible for Mac Dre's homicide, and went as far as releasing a song that included the lyrics, "I flipped dudes' cars off the highway bridge. In the same effing night, I call and tell they kids." This allegedly not only attracted attention from law enforcement, labeling Fat Tone as an initial person of interest, but more seriously, for those hungry for revenge for their comrade Mac Dre.
Hey, another thing too, man. You know, before we had this social media shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, rumors, man, spread crazy, you feel me? But, you know, they always said, it's a song out there, I killed the Thizzle man and ended the Thizzle. Man, that shit never existed. You know what I'm saying? What they talking about is a song that came out way before that shit. It's called Drum Down. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said, flip niggas' cars off the highway bridge. It has nothing to do with Mac Dre or none of that shit. Yeah, it's an old ass song, you know what I'm saying, before that. You know what I'm saying, nigga just said, I flip niggas' cars off a highway bridge. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a bridge, you know what I'm saying, where that shit happened at. You know what I'm saying, like that. So it was just, you know, motherfuckers reaching, bro.
Mac Dre.
You know what I mean?
But after the murder of Mac Dre, Fat Tone's name began circulating in hip-hop magazines and websites as a possible suspect. Kansas City police followed the sites, but never considered Watkins more than a person of interest.
Basically, Fat Tone's willingness to allow the allegation and rumors to continue without denying or addressing them directly placed a massive target on his back.
And you know, Tone, he let people think that was his work, but it wasn't. You know?
Right. This only ignited the flames with gasoline, creating an avenue for even more rumors to unfold, one on top of the other. One that was detrimental to Fat Tone's safety was where allegations began spreading of a diss record Fat Tone made towards Mac Dre, a song that persons both inside and outside of his camp agree never actually existed.
Through Fat Tone in that loop, I think he made a song saying that the Thizzle man is and the Thizzle van is like that.
It was a rumor about that song, but that song never actually existed.
So it's never.
You see what I'm saying? You know
From everything I heard doing the documentary, I heard that Fat Tone really didn't have nothing to do with it.
He didn't. By this time, Fat Tone could probably feel the walls closing in. Being someone who was rooted in the gang culture, He was aware that having his name tied to the hit of such a prominent figure as Mac Dre came with.
But he had nothing to do with that bullshit. You know, we had a relationship with like Mac Dre. Mac Dre was cool. Him and Tone would pull licks together. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas would pull licks. I'm talking about they talking about rabbit food. I seen a nigga selling nigga 2,000 dog pills. That's ecstasy. That's what Tone. That was Tone. You know what I'm saying? Now they send 100 pounds of dog food. 100 pounds of rabbit food. I don't think it was that much, but I just seen you rap up phone books and sheetrock.
He testified against my client in trial. I know.
As attorney Robert DeMarco argues for Dow's freedom, the 8 News Now investigators have been following closely. One major development, this witness who testified against Dow now says he lied.
It's been under conscience and you deeply regret making the false testimony and statements against Mr. Dow, correct? Correct.
The sad part about this is that most people, and even some in law enforcement that worked on the case, agree that Fat Tone really didn't have anything to do with the passing of Mac Dre.
P said he's going open for Snoop. And I don't know what made me say it. I just looked at him, I said, "You a motherfucking fool." I said, "Nigga gonna kill you." And I pulled off. I went to St. Louis. And on the way back from St. Louis, my sister called me and said they killed him. They found Tone, you know, they was building some houses. And they took him around the cul-de-sac and, you know, probably jumped out on him and fucked him around. But they ain't cut his dick off and put in his mouth all that bullshit. They didn't do none of that, but they fucked him up. They did that.
According to the investigators that I actually interviewed while doing American Gangster, they were all saying that Fat Tone wasn't the guy who did it.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
Nah.
Can you say who did it? Who do you think?
I mean, from what I understand, the street saying everybody that did it is gone.
Mac Dre and Fat Tone's passing led to a series of retaliations that resulted in even more senseless bloodshed. Both legends, now nothing but a memory, due to the inner workings of the life they lived. R.I.P. Fat Tone.
Gotta get bigger. Been moving, man. Oh, that's all I know, man. You know what I'm saying? We get real hypey real quick, like, yeah, no. Raise your life till I die. Yeah, I heard you been hollering hypey, man. Oh, get some of that bay up in you, man. You think not? You think not? My niggas is all from up there. You know what I'm saying? Yuck mouth, all them niggas. See Bo, you know what I'm saying? Brother Les, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, T-Nutty, motherfucker. Oh, man. Oh, when can we hear you and T-Nutty on a song? We trying to do it. I didn't get to talk about T-Nutty. That's right. I've been trying to talk to that nigga for a minute. We talking about a couple times. Hey, I just talked to Big Rock a little bit. Really? That's T-Nutty's manager. Yeah. They gonna hook us up. That Flo Heakin shit is insane. That Flo Heakin shit is insane. I talked to him like twice on the phone and shit. He's cool cat. You know what I'm saying? Been laughing about Flo Heakin. All them know Lil Bop and all them motherfuckers, they hard. You know what I'm saying? Staff Sick, all them motherfuckers, they do their stuff too, man. So, motherfuckers would love to hear you get down with them, man. It's gonna happen. Mark my words. A B in the C spitting fast like that? All day. You know what I'm saying? And he's a real motherfucker, man. And, you know, colors don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like we respect each other for music. It's a beautiful thing because he's a talented motherfucker.
We really hit the little food spot. They had a little food stand out there, whatever. So we sat there for a minute, chopped it up, whatever. And then when we left there, I guess it was some niggas that followed us from the motherfucking radio station.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So, as far as I can remember, I think we was at a light or something. We was doing something. And, Lil Cycle was leaning over the seat about to turn the music on. Mm-hmm. And nigga, it just felt like somebody lit a brick of firecrackers. You know how a brick of firecrackers go off.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. And it was on my side. You know, so I like jump, damn, boom. I'm looking, I see the fire from the rear view and all the shit on the side, you know what I'm saying? So these niggas getting off on us and shit, right? So boom. Lil John Chuck, nigga, hit the gas, nigga, he hit the gas, he gone, boom. Right, but we in a cave, we in an excursion.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga with 24s, 4 18-inch woofers in that motherfucker. That motherfucker only do about 60 miles an hour. We got 5 niggas in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel me? These niggas in the F-150, nigga. They got 2 cases. First thing is that they had the Mac 10, that thing jammed. That's what it was. It went off and jammed. Boom. So they leaned, but they backed up off of us. Then we pushing it. And then that's when they came out with them 2Ks out of both sides. So they chasing us. Boom, they busting. Boom, 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 boom. We flying through lights, nigga. This is like a movie.
Yeah.
This is a real live motherfucking action movie right here, dog. Straight up, no bullshit. So we flying through these red lights and shit, nigga, and boom, they on us. So they turn off. Right? They turn off. Boom. We trying to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? Boom, what the fuck going on? You know what I mean? I'm like, niggas hit. What's going on? By the time we get to the next light, here they come again. They done reloaded, you feel me? Then they done reloaded and came back. Boom, they on us again. Boom, 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 boom. This when they hit Tone. Tone like, I'm hit. Boom. So damn, once they hit Tone, we coming to a dead end. You feel me? And but you know, I'm telling Chuck, cause I got this motherfucking this CD box. And I'm holding it by my head because I can see, because the box in the back is stopping the bullets. It's catching all the bullets. So all the bullets is going from this high through the front window. Like, you know what I mean? Chuck John, he driving, you feel me? And I'm laying down looking back like, nigga, they coming on the right. Cuz, go to the right. He's swerving, trying to get the niggas so they don't get on the side of us. You feel me? So then we get to a dead end. So we like, we had a dead end. I'm like, cuz, we got... Nigga, smash, just fast. I just smashed it. I'm laying on the floor though. Nigga, I'm like hitting the gas pedal. Like, nigga, fuck that. We go over some, we done ran through some shit.
Yeah.
And went all the way out to the other side of the street.
Yeah.
Now we on all 4 flats. The car shredded, shot all up. We on 4 flats. And we like Tone hit, you know what I'm saying? We like, damn. So now we look up and these niggas coming back. I seen the lights come back, right? And then they just turned off, went the other way. When we got out, ran, got some, you know, had to get some help for Tone, you know what I'm